Hello everyone and welcome to Car Throttle. My name is Alex.
I'm Jack.
I'm Ethan.
By the time this video comes out, it will be the end of the year and we've done some really cool stuff. So we thought that we would have a little look back, a little YouTube rewind of our very own, just to see some of the awesome stuff that we've done this year. Should we just get cracking with the videos, or is there anything that we want to get off our chest first? Oh, there is one thing. Podcasts, all right? Everybody is asking about the podcast. Yeah. So what's happening with the podcast? Because we have to do something, because the people want to see podcasts again.
Should we decide what to do with it now? Should we just have a quick meeting?
Okay. Yeah. Should we sack it off?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
cool.
Anyway, no, podcasts are something that we do want to do. The reason we stopped doing it, in complete honesty, was because the views weren't very good. It wasn't making the channel much money at all. And ultimately, it's a business. We need to make some money. But there's a hardcore group of you guys who really want the podcasts. So we are going to bring them back in one form or another, and maybe once a month or so, maybe we could do like 1.5, 2-ish hour specials, whatever.
Yeah.
But people like to have us in the background and like to laugh with us and find out what Jack's crashed this time or been pushed down the road.
It's never my fault.
It's never your fault. No. We will bring them back.
And relax.
And relax. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Okay, so let's go through some of our highlights of 2021, starting with January P1800, the Cyan P1800 that I said was the best car I've ever driven. What were your thoughts on that car?
Oh, I loved it. On the day, it seemed really scary because it was really like, the roads were slimy, weren't they? And it was a bit foggy. And we were trying to get passing shots. We couldn't actually see it coming.
I couldn't see you in the road
exactly,
either.
Until it was right on us. The good thing is though, it sounded so good and we could hear it coming. It was a bit scary, wasn't it? A bit terrifying.
Oh yeah, imagine what I was like in the car. I think it was like one of two, and they were like, "Hey guys, you want to just drive this car around? Yeah, try not to crash it." They're not Dutch; they're from Sweden, but proper sketchy. The rear wheels were just always spinning, but it was monumental. The noise, the feeling it gave me, manual gearbox. It was just properly on point. Like,
everything was downhill after that for this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we picked way too early.
The next video highlight of ours was Alex's new daily, a Vitara. One of the manufacturers decided that they needed their car back, so I was
There was an interim period of a couple of months, so you needed a car.
Couple of months?
Yeah. And Phil doesn't drive.
Can we talk, actually, while we're on the subject of press cars, I've never had a press car.
We'll pass probation and then we'll talk about it.
Exactly.
Well, I've got another 6 years of that.
There you go, you've said it.
Yeah.
But you're still bombing around in the Saab.
Yeah, the Saab's great, it's a tank, I love it.
It really is, yeah. Anyway, my Vitara, you guys, did you surprise me with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a genuine unveiling. That wasn't.
So talk everyone through how that came about.
We were like, wow, he's had the pinhead and stuff before.
Yeah.
He'll like it.
And he likes Rust as well.
He does like Rust,
Yeah, which was a very nice surprise when I came there, opened the rear door, and there was just a massive hole. But that car was, it was good. It was interesting. 2-litre V6, very interesting little engine.
It did the job.
It did.
For a couple of months.
For a short while, and then we took it off-road, and then we kind of broke it.
Yeah.
Sold that on very cheaply to someone who put it on a flatbed. And it's never been seen since. Yeah, I promised myself as a kid that I would have a Vitara at some point, so it was nice to scratch that itch.
You're welcome that we were able to fulfil that childhood dream of yours.
Yeah. Okay, right, the next highlight for us was buying a £1 Volvo. So we bought it, we did an episode, everything wrong with it, and then we took it on track. That was fun.
I think we got that for a bit of a steal. Don't know about you guys.
I think
You're
so.
joking, mate.
Yeah.
A pound?
Yeah. That's not bad.
That was a good purchase, yeah. And we bought it from little Alexander, little mini-me, and his awesome dad.
More to life.
Yeah, more to life, exactly. Yeah, go check him out on YouTube. And you know what? When we took it to the Volvo specialist, he said, "I've never seen one in such good condition."
Did he say that?
No, he didn't. No,
He said the radio in this would be worth £200 if you hadn't cut it to
Oh,
pieces.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Apparently there was a £1 coin in the radio in the whole unit. So I decided it'd be a good idea, just for video purposes, to take my angle grinder to it.
And what was in there?
It was like, I don't know, like 30 cents or something.
Wasn't it a pound?
No, it wasn't, no. So we were lied to. Yeah, we took that car on track, we completely stripped it to find out, could we make it faster than an Octavia VRS? Your former long-termer, because that's gone back.
That has gone back. I've got a Kodiak coming soon.
You do,
Another one.
You are such a Skoda.
I love a Kodiak.
The Kodiak is probably the best car we've had. Anyway, that car is now in scrap heap heaven as well. There's a theme here.
Yeah.
Lots of cars we buy never really get moved on. They just get scrapped and killed.
It's a better car.
We should maybe up our budget to like £2. Then we did living with a Citroen Ami in Coventry.
I forgot about Coventry and the ring roads.
Yeah.
It's really bizarre.
Nightmare.
Yeah, nightmare.
Well, Coventry was bombed during the war, and then they were like, "Oh, we need a city. Let's just all make it really quickly." All right, mate. Have you got a massive lorry full of cement? I do, mate. Okay, they just poured it out everywhere. And just made these...
But the car itself, or the vehicle itself, if you can call it a car, was
What is it?
Quadricycle.
Say it with confidence.
Quadricycle.
Quadricycle. There you go.
Cut that middle bit out.
At the time that I drove it, it wasn't officially coming to the UK. Since the video's gone out, we've had like 1.5 million views. It's now officially coming to the UK.
We did that.
Yeah, Citroen should do a press release saying why they brought it to the UK.
Just a thank you would be fine.
Yeah.
Next after that, we met a young chap called Jack McNeil. What did we do with Jack McNeil?
We did his TikTok micro.
We did.
Where he let his audience decide how he modified his micro, right? That thing's cool.
That is, and it's
Really
now
cool.
turbocharged as well.
I've seen the little turbo set up in it. It's very interesting.
Yeah, has he done well?
Looks very smart, yeah.
But he's doing really well, and I'm really glad that he's not going down the route of blasting cars down a B road, doing illegal speeds, and just doing reviews. He's doing his own thing. He's got a unit. He's got a few mates, and they're actually modifying cars.
Yeah.
So Jack McNeil, very young but very, very switched on. So I look forward to what he does in the future. Race to Berwick.
Oh my god, that was really stressful.
Yeah.
When we had to get the
Oh
train.
yeah, you almost made us miss that train. We were at the train station. You had to get the tickets. So first you went to the ticket machine, and then you decided for some reason, like only to then go and speak to a real person, and then they buoyed you off. So then you went back to the machine, and then you buoyed that off, and then you went back to the person, but then by that point there was a queue. And then after all of this, for about 20 minutes, you realised that you had the tickets on your phone in an email anyway, and we had to sprint for the train.
And we had these electric scooters, and they're really heavy.
Yeah, they are.
Really heavy. And we were running... We got to...
Smart people would have ridden them.
Genuinely, you probably can't tell in the video, but we got on the train and the doors closed.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was in a BMW M4.
Yeah.
Going as legally quickly as possible.
Yeah.
You, I think, were also phoning my girlfriend and telling her that I had to stop, or was
Yeah,
that
it was
another one that you
That was a
tried?
bit sneaky, isn't it?
How was your scooter by the end of it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, talk about sneaky, me.
Yeah, when we were doing the intro for that episode, you were whizzing around, weren't you, in the morning, like, having a little go, and then the bloody thing ran out of battery. So I had to use it like a manual scooter. Oh god, that was horrible.
Yeah. But you still won.
We still won. I'd have been pissed if the reason why we lost because you wasted battery in the scooter.
Next on the list is Kid's car.
That guy had made one road legal, hadn't he?
He had.
Yeah, that's a mad thing to do, isn't it?
What was his name? James?
I think it was James.
James, yeah.
He was like a mad inventor, wasn't
He
he?
really was a mad inventor, yeah. So he'd taken a kiddie's ride-on electric car, given it some more power, top speed of about 18 miles an hour, although I think I could only ever get 17, so he lied. And then we did a kind of living with that. Driving on the road, very sketchy.
Took it round B&Q, didn't we?
Yeah. Pretty much got thrown out of B&Q.
Yeah, they didn't like that.
No.
Yeah.
Some people liked it.
No, they really didn't like that. It was hilarious watching you driving over potholes and stuff.
Oh no. There's no suspension, but it had lights, horn, all the rest of it. Number plates, logbook as well. Fast and Furious, Roast My Ride. That was weird, wasn't it?
That was a weird one, yeah.
Especially when we were doing like an interview with someone we couldn't see. You can't see me.
They were good sports.
They really were. John Cena was on form. Ludacris was just quite mad.
I don't think they really knew what to expect as well. I don't think anyone had filled them in on what we were going to be doing.
Yeah.
And they rinsed Phil, didn't they? And then you'd have to reveal to them
yes,
that is actually your car. They all just backpedaled instantly. Oh, it's okay, actually.
Yeah. See the power I have with like A-list celebrities. Like I intimidate them. I think all of us were actually quite nervous.
Yeah, it was.
Talking to these people because we've seen them in movies and music, blah blah blah, and it's just like Fast and Furious.
and then they're talking about your car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We were going to have Vin Diesel, but he actually politely declined.
Really?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Tyrese Gibson as well.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want anything to do with us.
Yeah, fair enough. I
Yeah.
mean, like, you don't want over 1 million views either, do you?
Maybe they're MR2 fans.
Oh, maybe,
That must be
maybe,
it.
yeah. But yeah, hopefully we can do something with the guys in some sort of form.
Yeah. The next time they bring out a Fast and Furious movie.
What, 2 months' time or so?
Yeah, I would thought so.
Should we make a cameo?
Next highlight for us was American versus Euro versus JDM. Jack and I took this challenge quite seriously.
We did, yeah.
Ethan, not so much, because would you like to remind everyone what American sports car you ended up with?
Well, it was a sports car. A
Remind them.
PT Cruiser is a sports car.
Because.
Your excuse was because it had a soft top.
That's
it. Was
it.
a sports car.
Oh, so that makes it a sports car. Okay. So an Evoque Cabriolet is automatically a sports car.
Yeah.
This is what we have to deal
What
with.
are
People
they?
always ask,
Yes.
are you actually like this in real life? He is like this in real life.
That is the most common question I get asked.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I don't know, make your minds up, see what you think. Boxer engine, 4-cylinder. You tell me if I know about cars.
Is a boxer engine
No, I'm
always
just
four?
saying car stuff.
Okay,
They're separate. Torque is that.
okay, and power is?
That. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I don't like the PT Cruiser.
What?
I'm sorry.
What's wrong with it?
Looking back at it now,
Big mistake.
it's not very nice to drive.
No.
I'm sorry, Chrysler, but it's just,
Your car also smelt like a hospital.
Yeah,
and
very
it drove like a
clinical.
hospital
It did.
as well. Yeah.
I won the race though.
Fair. But that for us was a highlight because you were doing some sick drifts. You also knocked out the GoPro a few times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Did a
think-
big old burnout in that thing as well.
You did, yeah. Couldn't do that in the Boxster.
No.
You
Yeah.
also won the vote, didn't you, at the Cafe and
Well,
Machine?
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually drove that 300ZX for a period on the motorway, and the tyre exploded at 70 miles an hour. That was one of the scariest
You-
moments this year
You
for me.
cracked the wheel as well, didn't you?
Yeah, you did crack the wheel. Yeah, yeah.
Obviously didn't mean to do that.
Well, you shouldn't have done it then.
Well, how am I going to stop a tyre exploding? Well, you're just saying this is my fault.
How long did you drive with the blown tyre?
Probably a good
Like
5
10
miles. I reckon.
seconds, like...
10 whole seconds?
What? You didn't
Wow.
stop instantly?
Oh my god. Project Z3.
Oh, biggie.
You're a project owner.
I am.
How is that car?
It's good.
Yeah.
It could do with the tracking being sorted.
Still.
And
Still
one of the
not.
brakes is binding.
And the,
Still.
And the
It's
swamp in
this-
the boot.
Swamp's okay. Swamp's okay. It's undercover now.
Yeah.
Under a car cover.
Oh, so you haven't
Yeah.
fixed the issue, you've just like sort of temporarily solved it. By
But I don't know what the issue is. It just gets wet.
So what have been your highlights with that car?
Oh, I know what the highlight is.
I don't think I have a highlight with
You
it,
do,
actually.
yeah.
Do I?
Snapping that bolt in that hub.
Oh, for crying out loud. That took probably an hour and a half to drill that
That's
out.
Gareth's fault, though.
It was Gareth's fault, yeah.
It's
Were
Gareth's
you
fault.
holding the gun or was he?
I was under instruction. Play the tape. Enough more?
I don't know. Let's have a look.
No, more.
A bit more.
More. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
But you've done clutch, stage 2. I say you, Bruno. Has
No.
done all of those things. You've just been there.
No, I instructed Bruno to instruct me what to do.
Ah,
So I
right.
thought,
Okay.
Ah,
yeah. Excellent.
Never get rid of it.
Because
I haven't got rid of it.
he's
I'm
lying to
smart,
you.
really smart.
He's lying.
Towards 2/3 of the way of the year, we did a trading up series with Auto Trader and Rory Reid, Car Throttle fan. Rory Reid,
Huge fan.
He's a big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan of what we do. We were doing a trading up series with the guys where Rory challenged us to buy a car for $5,000, flip it, make some money, flip that, and then get a kind of third attainable dream car. So we started off buying an up for 2.5. We flipped that, made some good money from that. That was a good start. And then we got a Z4 and we flipped that for good money again.
Yeah.
And then I think at the end of it, we had about $7,000 to spend on something. And then we bought a 944, which is currently outside my house.
Yeah, it was that good.
You went ahead and got it.
We did it.
Yeah.
I did it, guys.
Do you still get asked that a lot?
All the time, yeah.
Oh, was your 944?
Yeah, all the time,
Just to
yeah.
be clear, I bought the car because I'm the one with history.
I stepped aside.
You did. Thank you. That's very good of you.
Yeah, it was.
You stepped aside because you couldn't actually step inside.
Yeah.
You're too long for that car.
No, yeah, yeah, definitely. I thought that's been a bit of a theme, like with the Saxo as well.
Yeah.
But we'll get onto that. And maybe I'm just too long for cars.
That's why being like 5'11" is a great height.
Maybe you're the optimum driver's height.
I'm not sure he is because what happened in the RX-7 video?
My 5'11" stature didn't quite cut it. We'll get onto that in a second. But yeah, the Trading Up series was insightful, quite difficult because being a wheeler dealer is actually quite a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's almost a full-time job.
Yeah, Mike makes it look very easy. Oh, now you're in! Do you know how that first came about, or which video that first came about?
Yeah, because that's what started it, wasn't it? Then
Yeah.
someone showed him you doing that impression, and then he got in touch with you, right?
E35?
Yeah! What did you say? What did you say?
No.
Huh?
No.
He said 5.
He said 5?
Yeah.
E35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knew it.
Cool.
Great car.
Yeah, great car. Yeah. I think the first time I did that, was it not in Amiga when we took it to get detailed? A lot of history with that out at your hand. But anyway, there's t-shirts now, so if you look on Mike's profile or wherever, Mike's shop, then you can buy those for your very self. MR2. So we had a Mark III MR2 that we bought that car for, what, 100 quid?
Yeah.
And then did nothing with it. And then we were like, we're doing something with Hot Wheels. We used it and we turned it into something particularly awesome. So as you can see, we turned our Mark III MR2 into probably a better version of an aerial Nomad. Everyone who said it was like, wow, aerial should really be taking notes. We've still got that car. We don't know what we're going to do with it. It's a mission to put onto the trailer because you need a separate set of wheels to put it on because it's so wide. And it's not road legal, so...
What can you do with that car? Like, who's going to buy that?
Who is going to buy that?
Who is going to buy
Which one of you lucky people?
Yeah, which one of you idiots is going to buy that car? Britpart next. Jack, this is close to your heart, wasn't it?
That was good. That was good fun. It was nice as well because it was like a really nice workshop and we were right next to each other and we had all the bits and we had lots of help from their mechanics and stuff, didn't we? Because usually it's us like fumbling around in the dark clutch, just trying to make things work.
But the best thing about that as well was that owner Paul got us really nice lunches, like proper spread of
they were
sandwiches,
brilliant.
cakes and sausage rolls. It's like,
There's footage of you eating a lot of that, isn't there?
There is. Yeah, it seems to be a theme, me just being recorded while eating. But yeah, those two discoveries, Discovery 2, Discovery 3, I turned mine into a proper off-road beast and the guys did kind of overlandy kind of lifestyle style.
There we go.
And then we took both cars to a quarry. We did some camping.
Oh, in the woods, that was lovely there.
That was
so
so
nice.
good.
Yeah. You had a great night's sleep, didn't you?
Really good night's sleep.
That was really comfortable.
Me, not so much. Turns out my 5'11" stature is actually too long for the back of a Discovery. And I think we learned quite a lot off-roading as well.
Because they would take us out, wouldn't they? When we were there at the quarry, they showed us gave us a couple of pointers and stuff. You broke a car, didn't you?
Yeah, Ethan broke a car. Yeah.
Are we talking about that?
Yeah, well, here we are.
Well, Ethan broke a car.
I might have broken one of the cars.
The Disco 3.
Yeah.
And then we had to reschedule the shoot again afterwards.
Yeah. It was no fault of the car. It was 100% Ethan driver fault.
Yeah, Steve the mechanic was like, I've never seen one break like this before.
Yeah. But I think the next thing that we're going to talk about is something that has been spoken about a lot, and it was very recent, and it was by far 2 episodes, biggest episodes of the year for us, and also probably a highlight of all our Car Throttle careers, potentially.
Is it the best thing we've done?
I think so,
Yeah.
And that is, of course, our NC £500 challenge, where we took 3 5 or sub £500 ship boxes to Scotland. We did the whole NC 500, and I think in a week we did about 1,600 miles. There you go.
Yeah.
Here is some artwork of that, which we'll talk about in a sec.
Yeah, it's something we've wanted to do for a bit. That we've talked about the NC500. We've never got around to it. We had a gap in the calendar, and we're like, we just need to actually get on and
Crack
do it.
on with it, yeah.
For me, the highlight was that section between Smooth Cave and Thurso. That road.
Yeah.
When you're going and you start to see the snow-capped mountains and stuff.
Oh
and
yeah,
then,
that was amazing.
and then we went into that section after where the 3 of us were sort of by ourselves for an hour.
Yeah.
It was just
Proper
unreal.
rally driving back to the hotel.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
because we actually took that out of the video just because we couldn't really work it in. But that drive back from that section that you're talking about, it was just excellent. Just at night, like all sticking together.
Yeah.
And driving at, let's say, good speed. Obviously, we're being sensible driving at night, but it was just so much fun to be doing that.
And the sense of freedom as well with our sub £500 ship boxes, and you're just smashing these cars down the road. And I think we all agree, if you're going to do the NC500, do it in a car that you don't really care about that much.
Yeah.
Anything expensive, there's lots of twists and turns, there's lots of like caravans, obviously not this time of year, but you're gonna hit a rock or
Go into a bush at the side, or what, something like
Or
scrape alongside.
Or you're gonna
sometimes you have to drop off the road, don't you, to let someone pass and
yeah,
stuff.
or you're going to be crashed into the side by your best colleague,
Yeah.
or you're going to crash into your best colleague and forget that your best colleague has a tow bar on the back.
That was your fault.
That was so funny.
If you look back at it, you see me lift off the car,
yeah,
and
because
then you just take it into...
because you realised you couldn't push it because you didn't have the manpower, and then I helped you, and then I think that's one of my favourite sections, just that noise.
Yeah.
Careful!
It sounds like it's been overlaid, but that is the crunching noise.
It must have been like that from the radiator.
Yeah,
But when it happened,
Yeah.
you can see my face. I'm like, I'm like, this is a big problem because that's this radiator for sure.
The NC500 is absolutely incredible. There's so much to see. There's so much to do. Smooth Caves for me was a highlight.
Oh, so good though.
Seeing Davey with his reverse bicycle,
Yeah.
it was great. There's so many memories that we've had. So hopefully it's going to inspire you guys just to think, you know what, we've got a free weekend or a week off, f*** it. Let's go on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Auto Trader, whatever, and just buy shit boxes and give them a new lease of life.
Yeah.
I would say if you're going to do it as well, take your time with it because for filming
Yeah.
we only had actually 3 days to get round the
Yeah. And they're
actual
slow
close.
miles you're doing.
Yeah, slow miles, and it would have been so nice to be able to stop off at a couple more places. So maybe next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Before we move on, there is this awesome piece of artwork that Ethan made. The reason we have this piece of artwork, this is from the fence panel that I actually bought Ethan. And the reason it is now this awesome piece of art is because a girl called Jenny Houtman was involved in an accident. She's American. She had a head-on collision, not her fault, and she's in hospital. She's in a really bad way. Ethan said that he would make art out of the fence panel and then sell it on eBay. And that's not really gone well, has it?
No, we've had a lot of time wasters.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating that people bid on something, especially when it's for a cause like that as well.
It's not the first time either.
It's not the first time.
No.
So if this hasn't sold by the time of release of this video, we will be relisting this.
And all proceeds are going to go to Jenny's fundraiser for medical bills, because obviously in America you have to pay for all that stuff. The most recent video that's come out is John's RX-7, that Master Soul Red RX-7 that 23-year-old John built in his garage with his dad in like, I don't know, a year and a half or so.
Yeah, something like that.
During lockdown, like a furlough project. And I mentioned the P1800 was the best car I've ever driven. Now we're coming full circle because the RX-7 is probably on a par with that.
It's on a par, is it?
Yeah, it was absolutely. Imagine those two cars on a track in the dry.
Yeah.
That would be for me like the ultimate shootout.
If you had to, which? Go on, I'm going to ask you.
Well, would you have?
Yeah.
Money, no object.
Money, no
Like,
object,
technically,
I know which one you'd go for.
But then the money doesn't matter at the other end. You can't sell them and make more on the...
No, of course, no.
The car itself.
I'm gonna say RX-7.
I'd probably go RX-7.
Would you?
What about you?
Probably the RX-7.
There we go. John, fair play. You've made probably the best car that I've ever driven. And we actually had John's RX-7 at the Car Throttle meet at Cafe and Machine recently, and the reception for that car was incredible. Speaking of the Car Throttle meet, we should probably chat about that because it's the first meet we've had in quite a few years, because the last one we did, we had to kind of abandon it because people were turning into dickheads and some guy crashed into like a telegraph pole and it was very messy. So it was nice for us to actually be hosted at Cafe and Machine. If you did make it to Cafe and Machine for the Car Throttle meet, then it was awesome to see you. If you didn't and you didn't even hear about it, then we will be doing some more stuff like that in the very near future because it was epic. And it was just so nice to meet everyone there and to hear your stories and to hear how much you'd enjoyed Car Throttle, how long you've been watching it. NC500 was also a highlight.
It was great because we had cars from various videos there, like the Clio, of the RX-7, obviously Z3, Phil, Saab was there. So
Miles,
So people
RX-8 as well.
Yeah.
Fair play to the Cafe and Machine guys for actually hosting us, and thank you very much for coming along. It was, it gave us like a really warm feeling.
Yeah, it was lovely,
So that's pretty much our roundup of 2021. It's been a difficult year in some respects, but awesome in others. We've driven a lot of cars, we've done a lot of cool stuff, we've covered a lot of mileage. Speaking of cars, Ethan has run the maths.
Maybe
Crunch the numbers.
my trusty assistant.
So we've bought quite a few cars this year.
How many cars do you think we've bought? I may have missed some, but I'm pretty sure I've got everything.
I'm going to say that this year we've bought 11.
I'm going to say 16.
We've bought 14 cars.
Oh.
Yeah. How much do you think our total spend on these cars is?
£26,500.
I'll go 23.
In 2021, we have spent a total of
Drumroll.
£30,001.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
The £1 Volvo.
Yeah, the £1 Volvo. 700 on the Vitara, 350 on the Compact, £1 on the Volvo, 1,000 on the Mark II MR2, nothing on the Baleno, 5,000 on the ZX, 4,500 on the Boxster, 3,000 on the PT Cruiser, 2,500 on the Up, 5,000 on the Z4, 6,700 on the 944, 400 on the Saxo, 350 on the Golf, 500 on the Focus.
Oh, £30,001.
Yeah.
Some of you may have noticed we were one car short here. As we filmed this prior to our eBay ending soon this video, this list doesn't include Jack's E36. We spent £1,370 on this, which gives us a grand total of £31,371 spent on 15 cars to give an average of £2,091.40 per car.
But how do you think that compares to the 2020?
Oh, bleeding heck.
I'll tell you, we bought 17 cars in 2020.
Cars. 29.
I'm going to say 12.
£12,895.
Wow, I was pretty much there.
Are you joking?
An average car spend of £758.
12 grand. Over 12 grand for 17 cars.
We've spent £18,000 more this year on 3 fewer cars.
I think we need to apologise to our bosses. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll try better next year. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed joining us this year and also joining us for a quick rundown. It's been awesome seeing all your comments, DMs, getting to know you guys at the meet. And we're really looking forward to 2022 being, a more open year for us. From me, from Ethan and Jack, thank you very much for watching, supporting us. Yeah, hope you have a great Christmas and an awesome New Year, and we'll see you then.
Hope you've had a great Christmas. And
okay, all right, whatever. Well, it depends when you celebrate.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Maybe saying next year.
Have a great New Year, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.